It all began in a wooden frame house, October 24th, 1924, at number 2 Cars Alley in Montgomery. A council organized by the Reverend G.W. Williams and Reverend Levi Foster came together to establish a church. Alice Ash, the church's first secretary, suggested that the church be named Pilgrim Rest Missionary Baptist Church, with the idea that all who loved the Lord would be welcome there. So, with prayer and the belief that it was God's will, 14 dedicated members organized the Pilgrim Rest Missionary Baptist Church and elected Reverend Henry Lucas as its first pastor. In those early years, the church grew both in vision, mission, and membership. It is a rich tradition of ever-increasing faith, hope, and membership, due largely in part to God's favor.
The church has always been a blessed church. It has never once faltered in its mission. It has had phenomenal growth throughout the history of the church. We were always in a building mode. Even the years that I was there, we remodeled the church and enlarged the church several times.
Progress has always been a hallmark of Pilgrim Rest. It's a course steered by 9 trailblazing ministers of the gospel, each who have impacted Pilgrim Rest in their own unique and positive way and have greatly expanded its reach for Christ. Those trailblazers included Reverend Henry Lucas, Reverend Jesse Howard, Reverend Henderson, Reverend B.S. Robinson, Reverend G.W. Temple Sr., Reverend Wiley Jones, Reverend J.F. Capehart, Reverend J.O. Tucker Jr., and current pastor, the Reverend Walter E. Ellis, who became the 9th pastor of Pilgrim Rest on October 22, 1980. Under his leadership, property was purchased to expand the church and its vision. What is now known as the West Campus was built, with important upgrades to the office, music ministry, lighting and sound systems, and the West Campus Fellowship Hall was built. In addition, new ministries were added. 2 Sunday morning services, the Wednesday night Bible study, and Sunday school classes all grew. The mortgage for the East Campus was paid off in August 2000, and during the course of Pastor Ellis's years, membership has steadily grown at a phenomenal rate.
Down to the 32 years I've been here, I've seen lots of changes and lots of growth in our church. And I've seen lots of growth and maturity in our pastor, Reverend Ellis. He's come to be a stronger young man in his ministry and in his leadership of our church.
August 2011, Pilgrim Rest dedicated a new 50,000 square foot state-of-the-art worship and life center. It's a magnificent edifice that reflects the pride and faith of its founding fathers, the goodness of God and His provision, and Pilgrim Rest's continuing commitment to touch the community with the love of God and reach the lost for Christ. It's been 88 years, but the Pilgrim Rest story doesn't end here. In fact, the vision has transformed.